That was a good, very dear old friend of mine calling from back in the Arizona place, telling me happy birthday. And she tried to call me yesterday, and I missed the call because all the stuff I was doing. And so I called her back last night. She was in bed. And she got the message this morning, called me back, and talked for a little bit. She's not a Facebooker, and I don't get to talk to her very often. So this whole thing going on with me was all I had to go through the whole thing in the Reader's Digest condensed version of the last year, and then she had to give me her Reader's Digest condensed version of the last year. And we promised to call each other more often, because man, this stuff is taking, the whole thing with me this year is really, I have been busy. I have forgotten some people and forgotten some things and left some things behind because I got so many things going on. And I had to apologize to her. I had to tell her, look, I didn't mean to not answer the phone when you called me yesterday for my birthday. I did not mean to not catch that call. I'm just out here promoting and promoting. And I think I was on Drew's show last night doing our little birthday thing, where again promoting, bringing Christy out, introducing her to Drew, and says nothing, man. It's like as I meet more of these other people that have shows, we're all bouncing guests around. It's like I'll say, hey, you need to go do that show, or hey, do you know about that guy in that show, or hey, do you know about this person needs a show to be on? That's all part of it too. Okay, that's all part of it too. I think um, I love the fact that there's so many people in our community that are willing to go and do that little extra thing to help somebody else out. Okay, Russell Allen, his shows. Okay, they're not exclusive to what they have going on over there. He has other people on his shows. He spreads that love out amongst the whole community. You know, even though he's part of UnityCon, he doesn't exclusively work with the people in there. He works outside of that, promotes outside of that, helps people get promotion outside of that. It's great to have your own thing going on. Self promotion for your own thing is awesome. But selfless promotion is ill. Okay? If you're only talking about yourself, meh, you're probably going to lose my interest at some point. And I mean that I don't care who it is. If all you do is promote you, at some point, I'm not going to promote you. And as I figure out who the people are that don't care about everybody else, I'll leave them behind. They won't be the first people I left behind. This is about an actual community that's trying to help everybody. Everybody. Not just the people you work with, not just the people under your banner, because that's when it becomes selfless and selfish, and you lose me then. Okay? If you're not trying to help at least one other person that's not part of your clique, or at least one other person that you never heard of, but you seen their book on Facebook and you went, wow, that looks pretty good. And you went to the Kickstarter and you checked it out and you went, yeah, that looks pretty good. And then you hit the share button and you said, yo, everybody, I checked this out. It looks pretty good. That's what everybody needs to be doing right now, is supporting everybody. I don't even know how to be more plain than that. Okay? I don't want to get to the point where I'm like, okay, well, that guy doesn't help nobody, so I'm not going to help him. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy that's excluding somebody because they're exclusive. Be inclusive. Include everybody in what you got going on. And I don't mean, you have to write everybody into your book or whatever. Act like you appreciate the people that pay to put you where you're at. That's all. Act like you appreciate them. Okay? And tchotchkes are great. Right, Larry? Tchotchkes are wonderful. Throw them all in there. Throw them all in there. The more you give me, the more I feel good about the money I spent on your book. But that's not why I buy your book. I don't buy your book for the extras, the tchotchkes, the bookmarks. That's not why I buy your book. I buy your book because I like your book. Okay? Um, all the extras are great. They're wonderful. Party time. Woo! Having fun. But if I don't like your book, I don't care what all the extras you're throwing in there. It ain't going to matter, right? Make a good book first. And then when you are offering stuff to the fans for, their help promoting your book, or when you're showing your appreciation, you have to do that. You have to be appreciative. And I like seeing all the cross promotions where people are doing, an artist from a different group comes over here and does a cover for that group, or you know what I mean. This is how all these click barriers break down, is everybody gets to know each other and works together and does cross promotions like Voodoo Nations and Mojo did. Okay. We were all we didn't really, any of us really know each other. We're all in the Facebook groups and we all talk about comics and stuff, but take that step. See, Luke took that step, went to Rod, said, yo, man, we should do this. Look, we got connecting covers that were awesome. That's what I ordered. I ordered the Voodoo Nation and the Mojo Rising connecting covers because they were awesome. It helped support two different campaigns. You see what I'm saying? It helped support two different campaigns. What Wendy and them do over there with the cross covers and promotions and all that, that's awesome. That's how you bring people in. But you can't put a fence around your little thing. You can't fence that little thing in or it's not going to get bigger. And that's the thing that I've been learning. Okay? You can't put a fence around, I can't put a fence around comic related madness and think it's going to grow. I can't do that. I have to let everybody in. Now, some people are going to act a fool and probably be removed or let themselves out. But I got to let people in that are comic people that I feel are going to give us something extra or add something to the group. I don't just click approve to every person that joins the group because some people don't have comic book one on their page anywhere. They're not going to be in our group buying comics or producing comics or promoting comics or any of that. They're just a number, and I don't have numbers in my group. I have all you guys are real people. You look at that 1,541, and those are 1,541 comic book people. You see what I'm saying? It's like, if there's a fence around the madness, it's to keep out the people that aren't comic people. Not to keep out people that are in a different comic, under a different comic banner. Okay? I don't care who your publisher is. I don't care what you got going on. If you're out here and you're sincere about supporting other people too, if you're not the only one you promote, I love you and I want you to be part of the madness. If the only person you promote is you see what I'm saying? That's where we run into the problem. Everybody has to reach across that line and help out somebody else. And look, okay, if you back something for $1, if you're a name and you back something for $1, you might get that dude 30 or 40 more hits, man. If you're a name and people look at that Kickstarter and they see your name back that book, you just help that guy get some pull. Okay? And that's the easiest way to help that guy get some pull. You don't even have to buy the damn PDF half the time. They have a back it for $1 just because. A lot of people have that on their Kickstarter. And I don't think it makes a lot of sense personally, because it costs more to spend $1 with a credit card than it does to just actually just go ahead and buy the PDF and buy something. Okay. But it's still the name. The name comes up there. All the backers, all the people looking at the campaign can see, damn, dude backed this. And you help people by doing that. Okay. Now again, we have a person in our group whose business and home burned down. Okay. And as much as I want to sit out here and talk about Mojo and CromCon and any crowdfund and all that, it's like, I need to see some response to do. I need to see some help for him right now. He can't make no more books, t-shirts, nothing. Okay. You don't know where his next hotel room's coming from right now. And that's where the energy should be right now, is helping people, man. You look around everywhere in the United States, in the world right now, there's a lot of people that aren't as good off as they were before this pandemic. And they need help. And some of them are working really hard trying to get something out to you as fans anyway. And we need to help them out. We need to show them that we appreciate the fact that they're still trying to put books in our hands. You know? And the creators need to appreciate that the other creators aren't your competition. The more cool books there are out there, the more people are going to be interested in cool freaking books. They're not your competition. The more people that bring people to the community, the better off we all are. Drop the division. Drop the line drawn. Drop the cliques. Drop the corrals of you and you and you. Be the comic community. Don't talk about it. I mean, that's all I've tried to do since I started this group, is help everybody be seen, get exposure. What was my catchphrase for the last 6 months? Exposure is king right now, because there ain't no table set up and nobody's getting all that walk by traffic. Okay, you're not getting it in the retail stores. You're not getting it at the cons. Leads me to indie crowdfund. Okay, you could be on the store shelves. You could be walking by traffic, and people walking down that aisle looking at all them DC comics, and they get to the end of that, which is kind of gotten shorter because some titles disappeared. Marvel had to move over, and now they're looking past the Marvel stuff, and then they get down here, and well, Marvel cut some titles too, and their part on the wall got shorter, and now you got this blank space on the wall over here, where all them titles that were up there aren't up there anymore, and that's your spot. That's where your book's supposed to go, and that's what Indie Crowdfund's trying to do. We're trying to put you on a freaking store shelf. Now look, the site is brand new. No site works perfect day one for the goddamn world. No site. I don't care how well they beta tested it. Do you know how many beta tested expansions came up on EverQuest, and they still needed 14 patches to fix the damn thing? Okay, but they sold it that way. Do you see what I'm saying? We're trying to build this. We're trying to build it with all of your input, with all of your suggestions. We want you to go look at it. Tell us what you think. What's missing? What can we do? That's what we want. We want your input as creators, as fans, as retailers. We want your input, what we can do to make this site perfect for you. Go look at it. If you come up with, if you're setting up a campaign, you hit a bug, hit that bug report. Let us know. This ain't working right. Whatever. What we want is the input. We're not out here to argue with people about whether or not it'll work, whether or not it's feasible, whether or not we should do it. We want to hear what you think about it as a actual program. Does it work for you? Would you use it? Why wouldn't you use it? What's your input? That's what we want. We want your input. Okay? We're not trying to do some end around on anybody and put Kickstarter out of business or none of that shit. We're trying to make a better platform for you, the comic people. Don't fight us. Encourage us. Encourage us and tell us what you want in a crowdfunding site. And if it's not already there, we'll figure out a way to make it freaking happen. You see what I'm saying? It's like, this isn't you're just going and signing up with some site that already exists and could care less about you. This is a site that cares about you, the comic people. We're building a site for you, the comic people. You know, yeah, the other one's established. Everybody knows to go there. Well, this one will be established and everybody will know to go here too. If y'all put your books up there, or if you go out there and look at it and share it and show it off and register as a buyer or you know, set up your account. If you're a creator, set up a creator account. You don't even have to set up your book yet. Set up a creator account. If you're a retailer and you want to know where the indie books are, what indie books are available, who's doing what, you don't have to go buy them for $8, $10, $15 piece on Kickstarter. We're trying to set it up where you can get 40, 50 copies to put on your shelves at a reasonable price, where you're making money, where the creator still, he's making plenty of money because we have printing, fulfillment help. We have all the help to lower your costs. We're trying to make you more money, not your publishing company, not your, sorry guys, not your campaign managers, not any of that. We're trying to help you, the creator, and you, the fan. And, you know, hey, yeah, there's a big business aspect in this, okay? There can still be publisher bubbles. You know, you can set up a publisher account, have all your titles under your publishing account, and be kicking them off all at the same time. There ain't even no damn, you got to wait, you know? But there's a grading system. And if you go out there and you don't fulfill, you won't be back. We're not even playing the games. We want real people who want to work to make this a better community. People who want to work at comics. You don't want to be a Walmart clerk. You want to be a comic writer, right? You don't want to be a post office employee half the day and you come home and you have a little time to write and no time to promote and no time for your family and no time for life. Okay? We're trying to help you with that. We're trying to help you with that, where all you got to do is write. You know? And if you want to write and put out a monthly or every other month book, you might not even need to be a post office employee anymore. When people are buying 30 copies of your book for this store and 40 copies of your book for that store and 50 copies of your book for that store. Do you want this to be your seriously support your life deal? This is the way to do it, man. This is the way to do it, to put your books on the shelves of retailers. Do you got time to cold call every retailer in the country? And how many of them will even talk to you if you're not a successful published book? They don't have time to sit there and talk to every creator on the phone. They're not gonna. But they will go look at a website that's designed specifically for them to look at books to put on their shelves. They do that. You see what I'm saying? We're trying to make this big. We're trying to make it big for us. I don't care about Kickstarter lawn chairs, your hydrogen engine you want to try to get people to fund you building. I don't care about that. I care about comics. Artists, writers, letterers, publishers, editors, reviewers. All of you are going to benefit from the growth of this campaign, this indiecrowdfund.com. You're all going to benefit from it. We're trying to build it to benefit you. We're not trying to build it to make a buck. We're building it cheaper. We're charging less. And in the future, once this has paid for itself and the investors have gotten back their initial investment, they're going to drop the price even more, because this ain't about making money. It's about making a better way for us to sell our books and a bigger audience to buy our books. I want to go to the LCS and walk down the aisle and grab Mojo and Voodoo Nations and Pits and every book out there that I have to pay $10 for to get shipped to me. I want to be able to go to the LCS and buy them for $5, $6, whatever. I don't want to have to do the shipping and all that, pay for all the shipping and all that. That's why I only buy a few books, because I can't afford to have every single book I buy shipped to me for $10. I can't afford that. Now, there's some people that are totally awesome and they offer free shipping in the U.S. Cool. I mean, if you're big enough to eat that little extra cost and pass the savings on to your fans, that's freaking awesome. That's perfect. That's exactly what we're talking about. Making it cheaper for you. Can everybody do free shipping in the U.S.? No, everybody can't. Everybody's not set up that way. Everybody doesn't get, $250,000 campaign. Yeah, I can ship it to you, no problem. I just made $250,000. I got you, bro. But if you only made a couple thousand, you can't ship everybody and pay for it. It's like, come on. It's obvious. Some people are in a better position, but those people should be helping other people more, not less. They should be helping the little guy move up into that spot, And I've seen people doing it. I've seen people doing it all year, where somebody with a bigger book does a little cross promotion with somebody that's just trying to get a start. Luke and Travis did it for us at Mojo. Let's do a cross promotion and help you guys get, bounce off another fan base and another fan base and another fan base. That's what cross promotion does. That's what Comic Related Madness does. It brings all you people to one place so you can bounce your fan bases off each other. Okay, when I do CromCon and you got the time slot, it's like each time slot, each one of them people has a different fan base. And if one of them, two of them people hang out for the next segment, that just increased that guy's fan base. You see what I'm saying? That was the whole purpose of CromCon, was to bounce everybody's fan bases off each other and give you all a little exposure bump. It ain't never been about what can Pops make. Okay? It ain't never been about how can this benefit me personally. I don't even write books. I don't create books. Okay? Now that somebody offered me a position in a company like Indie Crowdfund, and there's a possibility of me making some money down the road. Yeah, the last 9 months I put in, I feel pretty good about that. Like somebody cared enough and looked at it and appreciated it enough to go, yo, come on and help us out, and we'll take care of you if this thing takes off. That's great. I'm not drawing a paycheck, y'all. If it takes off, I might get compensated for it. It'd be awesome. Just my friendship with Mike and Mitty is compensation for it. If you want to know the truth, see, because it wasn't about, I never even considered how can I get in on this and make money. That was never a consideration. I was pushing this from the beginning with no thought of any kind of compensation or anything other than what it's going to do for you guys. I don't sell books. It was what it's going to do for you guys. That was why I jumped on board right away. I said, that looks like a great idea. Put them on the store shelves. I'd love to be able to go to Buy Me and be able to get all the books I want off the freaking store shelf. That's a great idea. I'm going to help these guys push that idea. It didn't have anything to do with, I wonder if I can profit from helping these guys push this idea. It wasn't about me, damn it. That's what I'm trying to get through to you guys, man. It's not about us as individuals. It's about us as a community. And the bigger and better the community gets, the more it pays off for us as individuals. The community has to come first. I didn't build Pops. I built Comic Related Madness. You guys built Pops. You guys turned what I'm doing into a brand, I guess you want, if you want to call it that. You guys turned me into a guy that's out here every day doing whatever I can to make you guys options, situations better. I'm not on nobody's payroll. Nobody that I promote their book, nobody's sending me a little kickback, free books, none of that. Some people do it out of the kindness of their heart, It's not like I go, yeah, man, if you kick me in one, I'll promote your book. It's never been like that. Never. I've had guests come on the con and send me art and stuff afterwards, thanking me for putting them out there and giving them exposure. And that's awesome. But it was never conditioned. It was never, yo, man, do a drawing for me and I'll give you a slot in the con. Everybody that's been in my con knows it's for you guys. It's never been for me. It's never been about making pops big. It's never been about that. It's been about the group, about making it big for all of you and bringing in better things like the indie crowd fund. I seen something that could be better for you guys. I'm working my ass off to make sure when it is out there, it's better for you guys. Okay? That's what it's all about. We're not trying to win no competitions. Nobody should be trying to win a competition. Everybody needs to be the community. Actually look at the campaigns, man. Quit hitting the like button until after you look at the campaign. Just stop. We want to know who really likes what we got going on. We don't want smoke blowing up our ass, right? Okay, so as fans, if you look at a campaign and you like it, hit the button. Don't just hit the like button because you've seen it scroll by. If you didn't click on it and go look at it, why are you hitting the like button? You know, go look at it, then like it. Then we know you really like it. There's a lot of that. A lot of people that just, you know, like. I mean, it's cool. We're glad you like it, but we want to know you actually do. And yeah, I understand. It's the last day of Mojo, and I'm talking about all kinds of other crap, but it all ties together. It all ties together. We want all of you to be successful. We want you to help others be successful. And if that's your goal, to help others be successful, you're one of mine. You're my people. But if your goal is to build yourself up on other people rather than them build you, that probably won't impress me. You want to impress me? Have the people build you. Have the people back your book. Backers, okay? Followers, people that pay attention to what you're doing. You know, the more of those you got, you know, then that's how you impress me. You don't impress me because you have a huge following or whatever. You impress me by helping others get a huge following. If you have a huge following and you're not helping others get a huge following, that don't impress me at all. If you're that selfless and that selfish that you don't push the other guy, the little guy, any little guy, even one little guy, you're for you. And if you're for you, you know, that's you. You know, I'm not going to promote or help build somebody's reputation. I'll let the fans build your reputation. I'll help in that way. I'll make sure you get some exposure. But I'm not trying to build you. I'll help. It's up to the fans who gets brought up in this business. It's up to the fans. They're the ones that buy the books, watch the streams, pay attention to what's going on. They're the ones with the money. Okay? If I ever come out here and start promoting Pops and not CromCon or Indie Crowdfund or somebody's book, if I ever come out here and just start talking about Pops and how y'all need to get on board with Pops, then y'all need to turn me off. That's the day you need to turn Pops off. Because I didn't build this about me. Everything that's happened and snowballed downhill and gotten bigger and bigger involved with me was never designed. Okay? I'm not trying to be a star. This shit's overwhelming, it's humbling, and I'm not the kind of guy who even knows how to express that, or because I've never been in that kind of position where people are thanking me for the stuff I'm doing. I ain't never been that guy. So for me, this is all boring. It's strange. It's crazy. Okay. But at the same time, as long as it's making things better for you guys, I'm going to keep doing it. And if that pops into some kind of a brand or image, it's because I was doing it for you guys. If Pops develops a following, Pops ain't going to be just about Pops. Pops is going to be about all of you guys, just like I always have. I like to call Pops in the third person because he's a comic book character. Pops Van Zant is a comic book character. I talk about him in the third person because he is the third person. He's the alter ego. He's not me. He's not me. So I'm a promoter. It has to be first and foremost, because that's what I've been trying to do for the last 9 months. It started with promoting one guy's book, and it has turned into I'm a promoter, and I have a group that promotes people, and I love to promote people, and I hate to promote somebody who's not promoting other people. I still do it. I don't like it. I think everybody has a moment. Everybody has that extra second that they can give a shout out to somebody else once a day. Once a day. Who's in your new creator highlight of your day? I mean, every day we see somebody we never seen before. Okay? Everybody could have a creator highlight part of their day where they go make one post and give a little push to somebody out there trying to get a fan base. Everybody could do that once a day, make a post about somebody else. If we all did that, come on, man, we'd all be doing better. We'd all be doing better if everybody highlighted one creator a day, one artist a day, and just went out and said something about them on Facebook and maybe shared it to Twitter. One a day. I mean, I do it 50 times a day or more. Y'all can do it once a day and help get people a push. Especially you big guys. Especially you big guys. Come on, man. I ain't going to drop a name, but if a big guy goes out there once a day highlighting somebody else, his fan base, some of them people are going to go look because you said they should. If you're not doing that, you're serving yourself only. And that's a shame. Okay? If you have an audience and you're not helping anybody but you, that's a shame. I don't know how this got to where it got. It's been a blast. It's been a roller coaster. There's been some ups and downs. I've been friendships and stabbed in the back and down the road and just carry on and carry on and carry on. And people know me now. People know who I am. They know what we're about. They know what Comic Related Madness is about. They know what CromCon is about. There should be no questions about what we're doing or how we do it. Okay? If we're advertising something that we're going to bring you in CromCon, and then we don't get to bring it to you, I'm sorry, but that's because somebody changed up their format or tried to impose conditions on me in my con, and their slot disappeared. No hard feelings. I totally explained to them what was up. They know what's up. They've been involved in this before. They know this is about everybody, not individuals. It's not about individuals. It's about everybody. I have the best show lined up this weekend. It's awesome. There's so many cool people coming out. And I cannot wait to get out here, talk to some of them, And of course, some of them have their own thing they do, and I don't go out there and get involved in it. But whatever it is that they said they were going to do, that's whatever they advertised. That's what they're doing, and they're going to be out there this weekend doing what they advertised they're doing, talking about their books, their vendor items, Pete's Pit with the cosplayers and the sculptors, and Joe Tolliver doing the artist alley. Um, 2 different days on both different days. We got an artist alley set up for an hour. You know, um, there's some things we keep trying to make it better and more interactive. Um, I personally would love it if the guests would let me bring people out who we know are cool that aren't going to act a fool to ask questions. You know, I I know that you can't just bring out anybody like people you don't know because you never know what they're going to do. And we're not going to have somebody come out and start an argument with one of our artists or bring up some 10-year-old cancer culture idea that they want to blast this guy with. We're not doing that, but we'd love to be able to be interactive with the fans and bring people out to actually ask questions in the feed, not just comment and hope their question gets seen and responded to. I'd really like to be able to bring people out into the feed and talk to the artists. But like I said, it's got to be people we know are cool. We're not just going to bring in people we don't know and let them disrupt the con or disrupt that segment. We're not going to do that. So, a whole bunch of stuff, man. It's like I want to be out here all day pushing Mojo, pushing Mojo, pushing Mojo. I want to bring Raj out. I want to bring Greg out. I want to bring everybody out. But I did this unscripted and unscheduled. I didn't let everybody know, hey, man, Thursday, I'm just going to go out and talk about Mojo all day. And I probably won't talk about Mojo all day. I'll talk about other things because we have so many other things going on. But at some point today, I would like to get people out in a feed talking about Mojo, talking about some of the other books going on. It's Thursday. I'm not thinking about late, like cutting into everybody else's feeds and all that. I might do a countdown show come close to 9 o'clock for Mojo as it counts down, but I'm not gonna. I got too much going on, so when I come out, I want to try and get a few people out here to talk about things. Just because, like I said, it's the last day of Mojo, and then Mojo's not the only book out there. So I'm gonna try maybe come out again 2, 3, 4 more times today for just little shorts like this. And if you want to pop out, just let me know, man. And that's all I'm gonna. That's it. That's the whole deal right there. You know, pop out, say hi, have some fun. You know, what else can you do? I can't even find this live feed. Where's my live feed at? There's the one. That's the one. I don't even know if I shared this to the group or not, but here we go. I'll share it. Um, I apologize for any, if I get the little rant thing going on when I'm talking about this. You guys know I'm passionate about this, and I apologize when I get a little overly excited. I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time. I'm trying to put on the best show that I can, just like I always have. And, I just want everybody to get the most out of it that they possibly can. And, hey, if you can get your panel together, a panel together, we'll do what we're going to do. But I'm not changing things. I'm not giving somebody exclusive control of the end of my con. The end of my con is supposed to be a panel, a blowout. What a great time we had. It's not supposed to be a one-on-one with anybody. I'm sorry. That's just not how we've ever done it. And, if you look back to the very beginning, the first one, when I interviewed Brian in the final panel, I brought people out so they could glean from the knowledge of Brian. Okay? It was a panel. Every con since then has ended with a panel. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's the end. That's it. If there's a panel, great. Do it. I don't care who. Bring out whoever you want. If it's a panel, that's great. Um, One-on-ones are for shows, man. All these guys got podcasting shows and can do one-on-ones with all these creators. You know, um, that's not how you end the con. You end the con with a big old panel and a blowout bash. And that's what we're going to do, just like we always do. We'll be out here until 1 o'clock in the freaking morning, talking, having a good time. Okay? That's what we're going to do. That's how we always do it. Bring your panel. Bring your people. Have a panel. Be there. Because that's how the con ends. It always ends with a big panel. I shouldn't even have to come out here and explain that. The actual thing was advertised as a panel. Because that's what the last segment is. It's open as a panel. People. Okay? So if you got butthurt, I'm sorry. But it's a panel. Or, you pick up a time slot earlier in the day. That's all. That's not how we end the show. That's not how we end Friday night. That's not how we end Saturday night. And it's never going to be how we end Sunday night. It's always going to be a big blowout panel. Nothing has changed. Don't try to change my show. Thank you. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for a little while and maybe get some feedback on all this crap I'm talking about. Because, if I'm wasting my time, I don't need to be out here trying to talk anybody into doing anything, But if some of this is resonating with you guys, about how we're supposed to be unified as a community, if some of this is resonating with you, I'm glad, because that's the whole basis for comic related madness. It's the whole basis for CromCon, man. And it's the whole basis for IndieCrowdFund.com. The whole reason I jumped on board with that is because it's built for you, the comic industry, the comic community. Otherwise, I'd just be, still buying my crap off Kickstarter and Indiegogo and not caring. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be trying to get you guys to look at it. Come on out, check it out, put a book up. Just put a bare bones campaign up. You don't even have to put a bunch of stretch goals and all that stupid shit. Put a bare bones campaign up. Let the retailers see what you got. Do you really want to be successful in this industry? Let the retailers see what you're offering. Create an account. Put a bare bones campaign up there and let retailers know you'll do this many for this much, this many for this much, this many for this much. If they never see it, they'll never buy it. Where else are they looking? You think retailers are looking at Kickstarter to pay $15 a book? They can't make no money off a $15 book. When you're printing 50 at a time to sell off to a store, you can offer them a little better deal. When they're buying 50, you can offer them a better deal, a deal that makes it smart for them to put the books on their shelves. Something they can make a buck off of. But when the people walking down the aisle at the comic store see your book, the best chance of anybody ever buying your book is seeing it on a comic store shelf. The best chance of anybody ever buying your book is to see it on a comic store shelf. Most comic people have an LCS that they go to. And yeah, I know a lot of them have closed, and a lot of them have turned into gamer thing, this, that, but the online stores have gotten huge, right? The online comic retailers have gotten huge. We're still talking about them too. Putting your books in their web pages. Same thing. A lot of people go there to look. We're trying to give you exposure, the best exposure you could possibly get. We're trying to give it to you at the best cost you could possibly get. You're getting Pop's promotion for free. If you put a book up on our site, I'm promoting your book. Okay? I promote your book. I don't charge you for that promotion. You're helping us build the site. It's not costing you nothing to get me to go out and tell people you put your book on our site. It's not going to cost you a dime. I'm going to tell everybody. You see what I'm saying? I'm offering my services as a promoter for free to people that put their books on this site. There's nothing else I can offer you. I can buy one of your books. Or I can try to get 1,000 people to buy your books. This is where I'm at. And I can be treated with respect and people appreciate what I'm trying to do for you guys. And on the other hand, I can be stabbed in the back and called every goddamn name in the book because I don't agree with somebody's personal values or opinions or whatever. Dude, I'm trying to put your book on the store shelves. Don't come at me stupid about who I am or what I do on my personal page. I'm trying to help you, regardless of your politics. Why do my politics matter? Okay? I'm trying to help you guys. I'm doing it for nothing. I'm investing all of my time. I could be hanging out with my grandkids, man. I don't have to do this. I'm not getting paid to do this. Work with me. Work with me to promote everybody and help everybody get a leg up. Work with me. Or damn, stay the hell away from our whole operation. I don't even know any other way to say it. If you're not on board with the madness, if you're not on board with the CromCon, if you're not on board with Indie Crowdfund, if you're not on board with helping small-time indie creators get out there and be part of what the big guys get to do, if you're not behind helping the small guy get up there, then you're missing the whole point of comic-related madness. The whole point. As much as I love to promote all you guys, the ones that I see not promoting other people, y'all disappoint me. You disappoint me. Nobody's paying me. I do it. I promote people all day long because I want to see them succeed. And if you're already up there and you're already Mr. Successful and you're not helping the little guy, you're not giving him a shot in the arm, you're not backing that little project and putting your name on it so people know you backed that project, Mr. Successful. If you're not out there telling people, yo, man, I just checked this one out. It's badass. Y'all should check it out. How much time did that take to type that and hit post? How much time? If you can't take 8 seconds out of your Mr. Successful life to give a little boost to somebody who's not that successful yet, you're losing me, man. You're losing me as a fan. You're losing my respect. And down somewhere, I'm just not going to promote you anymore if you're not helping anybody else. I don't like selfish. Don't like selfish. Go back Mojo. This ain't supposed to be a downer thing, man. Look, yesterday was my birthday. My son got me this beautiful portfolio to put all my art in because I need more wall space. So look at this. I got this beautiful portfolio for all my 11 by 17 for all the prints. And we got the Greg Harms. The first one was Russell Oldham. We got Sean Howe, Eric McClendon. This one's got to go up on the wall in my son's bedroom, but I don't have a frame for it yet. That one also is Ernest McClendon. That Ant-Man. The youngest son, I'm not putting it on his wall yet. He throws stuff around in his room too much. I don't want him breaking it and tearing it and stuff. But eventually, as he gets a little older, this one and that one will both be up in the rooms. And we got more Greg Harms. More Greg Harms. I don't know if anybody noticed, but the 41 and 50 is like I think almost every Greg Harms print that I have is number 41 and 50. We got more Russell Oldham Surfer. That's some Jim O'Reilly. Jim O'Reilly. We got a few. Oh, geez, I missed a page. Okay, we got Jim O'Reilly. Jim O'Reilly. We got Jim O'Reilly. And this was it's signed by Timothy Zahn, the Thrawn and Mara Jade. Oh, I love that. I love it. But this was something I asked my son for because I needed more wall space. And I had all these prints up in frame, or a lot of them up in frames, and on the shelf back there and stuff. And it's like I needed more wall space, so I asked my son to get me a portfolio, and he did. And so we got to, reframe a couple things, put a couple new things on the wall last night. Gonna put a couple more new things up. But now I get, more room for the original art on the wall and the signed prints we got in here. Right here handy. I could show them off at any time to anyone, but I can put more books on the wall now because I got books that I've needed frames for, like the sketch covered by Jim. Cool. The signed Niobe, old school, going in a frame, going on the wall. The remarks from Smitty on the crew number 2, the first cameo ever of Pops in a book right there. And Smitty did this cover, this Atari cover, and he put that their remark on there for me. So these got to go in frames, you know what I mean? So I had my son pick me up a stack of frames and portfolio to give me some wall space so I can put these books up on the wall because I mean, it's not just the Politos. There's Stanley and there's Eastman and Sakai and Greg Horn and Mike Zeck. I mean, there's a lot of other signed books up there, but there's a lot of them that are Politos. But I needed more space, so I'm gonna be adding some stuff to the walls here in the next day or two. Maybe doing a little rearranging, Sometimes I get to take a day off from promoting and work on my own stuff. I have a whole bunch of stuff I haven't entered in my Stash My Comics D base. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I also like Stash My Comics as a comic collector's D base. It's I like it. There's other ones, but I like Stash My Comics. It's free. Pretty much everything I have is in it. They also do action figures and all kinds of other stuff, so it's not just comics, but it's pretty much comic related. That's the one I use anyway, though, stashmycomics.com. It's the easiest one I found to work with, the least amount of bugs, and it's free. It's free. Uh-oh, I'm getting messages. I'm getting messages saying, check this out. So wait, give me the page. Jeez, computer is so slow today. I really think they're screwing with the internet. I don't think everybody's computer just suddenly slowed down. Either the new Facebook app is just terrible, or they're really screwing with the internet, man. Let's see. What do we got? Q. I got Q sending me messages. Y'all don't know Q, you got to check out Christy Shin's afternoon show. Q's a regular. Oh, shit. Oh, dude needs more hair. That's all I got to say, Q. Dude needs more hair. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's also the y'all know you've run into this where somebody is running a campaign, and okay, let's just say it's somebody you've had a difference with in the past, and they're running a campaign, and even though you don't get along with that person, they have so many cool people working on their project that working on their project that are friends of yours that you still promote their project, even though you don't really care for the person that much. You know what I mean? Oh, that's funny. It's like I still promote these guys. I still let their stuff be promoted in the group, even though I don't get along with them. They don't like me, whatever. I don't exclude them. Now, I'm not going to say there are not people who have put me to the point where I will scroll past or ignore whatever they're doing. There are people that have put me there. But I do not guilt by associate. Okay? If Joe Blow, who's a friend of mine, did a cover for Jack Dick, who's not, I'm still promoting Joe Blow's cover. See what I'm saying? So don't always think everything I'm promoting is people that I get along with. They're not. Don't think that everybody I'm promoting is people that have any respect for me at all. They don't. That doesn't change the fact of who I am. Okay? I do not guilt by association the people that work with them. And I never will. The only way you get negated from comic related madness is to be disrespectful to me personally, or one of my admins, one of my, you know, I mean, if you come out in the group and you start talking crap and you get a warning and you keep talking crap, you get booted. We all know that. It's happened. Everybody's seen it. The only way your project gets blackballed by me is if you act like an idiot to me. Okay? And even then, if you got cool people working on your project, I still promote it because they didn't come at me like an idiot. See what I'm saying? Guilt by association, cancel culture, all that bullshit has no place in my group. Anybody that subscribes to it has no place in my group. That's not what we're about. I've been called everything. There's people out there that hate my guts. I still promote their work. Take that to heart, y'all. I still promote their work. I'm looking at one right now in the comic related madness. A Kickstarter coming soon. And the person that writes that book, the person that put that book out, can't stand me, has called me just about everything there is to call me. And I'm looking at their book on my page right now. Because other people involved in their project are good people and they don't deserve to be swept under the rug because one guy's an idiot. You can't associate the guilt like that to people. You have to realize that there's other people who have to put food on their table involved in that project as well. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Jack Black, Jack Prick, Jack Dick, whatever I called him, he still needs to put food on his table. And Joe Blow, the guy who did that cover, still needs to put food on his table. And it doesn't matter which one of them was a dick to me. I'm still trying to help the other guy. Still trying to help him. Even though they're buds and they work together. See, it's really hard to do this. This is the first time I've ever come out and talked about really what I've been going through for the last 9 months. I've had a great time, man, but it's been a roller coaster. There's been highs and there's been some real low lows. People that really have left me in a dilemma. How am I supposed to deal with this and still be this guy that promotes everybody? And I've had to compromise some of my own convictions and still allow people to put their books up out here because of the other people involved in their book. And the other people need to eat too, And hey, man, I'd love to just go out there right now and just go, remove that, remove that, remove that because of how that one guy treated me. But then I'm hurting the other 6 guys involved in his project. You see what I'm saying? So they all get to benefit off Pop's promotion. Even if they can't stand Pops and won't do a damn thing for Pops, they still get the benefit of Pop's promotion. Now, there's going to come a time where that kind of advantage taking is going to get nauseous. Okay? There's going to come a time where I'm just not going to do it anymore. And then I'm going to be the bad guy. You see? But I want everybody to remember I started out as the good guy, trying to help everybody. And I want to keep being that guy. What my personal opinions, politics, whatever, none of that has shit to do with the comic related madness. And if you exclude yourself from the madness because of my politics or whatever, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Because we don't put barriers up here. You'll see people from all walks of life loving to be part of the madness. People from both sides of the political view, people from both sides of the comic divide, which is the stupidest thing that ever happened to comics in the whole history of comics. The whole political divide, the whole comic divide thing, stupidest thing ever happened to comics. All you people should be working together to put good comics in the hands of the fans. And that doesn't matter what kind of comics you write or what your heroes are about or anything. If there's a fan base that wants that book, everybody should be behind putting that book in the hands of that fan base. It shouldn't be about, oh, don't buy his book because of this. If you can't say something nice, go buy this book because of this, then shut the hell up. Has anybody ever seen me go out here and say, don't buy this book? Ever. That's not what the comic related madness is about. That's not what CromCon is about. That's not what Indie Crowdfund is about. That's not what Pops is about. And y'all, the people that got it twisted need to untwist it. Okay? I'm promoting the heck out of a whole lot of people that won't give us the time of day. I'm the bad guy. Remember that. Peace. No, I don't want to end that on a crappy note like that. Look, Mojo Rising. 10 hours left. 8 hours left. Christ, days going by. 8 hours left. Look, go check it out, man. Go check it out. If it's not for you, cool. Hit the share button. Tell people, hey, go check it out. If it is for you, back it. If you're in a different country, hit that PDF. That $3, read it. We'll try to get you a physical copy when shipping gets right. We will. I promise you. We will try to get physical copies out worldwide when when they're not charging you $30 to get it to you and then making you wait 2 months. Okay? When they get shipping right, we will try to get hard copies of Mojo out to everybody. That's a promise that I don't even have the right to make because I'm not the guy. But if that means having them send me a whole bunch and I have to do it myself, eventually we will get shipping worldwide to you fans of Mojo that bought the PDF, that want a hard copy. We'll do that. We'll figure it out. Just like everything else. We will grow. Everything will grow. Okay, I realize Indie Crowdfund right now is just US. Okay, it's just shipping to the US. We're just catering to US retailers right now. As it grows, just like anything else, if it gets bigger, hey, if 10, 15 Canadian retailers go, hey, yo, man, what about us? Then we'll probably try to figure out a way to include them. But we need that input first. We're not going to try to go out there and make this giant thing that we have to make everything functional and then nobody uses it. Okay? We're going to do this, start this out, build it up right. We're going to build it up with your suggestions, with your input. Okay? This isn't some corporate that you can't go talk to and throw your suggestions at. Come to us. Come to me. Come to Mike. Come to Mindy. Say, yo, what about this? Or how do we deal with this? Or can you help me with this? Come to us. We will try to set you up with the best looking campaign page that you can have. We will set you up with our fulfillment partners to make it as painless as possible and as cheap as possible for you to build your product, your campaign. This isn't about us being millionaires. Look, I ain't never been, I've been comfortable and I've been broke living in a car. Okay. This has never been about how much money can Pops make. Or Pops would be writing a book, hiring an artist, doing a Kickstarter myself. I mean, I do it myself. I understand how it works now. I understand you put in some time, build it up, you get fans. I got a fan base. I got all this stuff going on now. That is never the goal. It was never the goal. None of this was a goal. That's what I try to understand, get people to understand. None of this planned out. PromCon was never a plan. When I made my little group is because I was butthurt. I got kicked out of a different group. Period. There was no delusions of grandeur that I'm going to have this huge group like Collector's Corner and I'm going to be this and all that. It was never that. It was all about you guys from the beginning. The first people we had in the group were creatives. You know, I mean, it was about you guys. It's always been about you guys. It always will be about you guys, not me. I'm just the face. I'm just the face, the promoter, the guy trying to get it seen, trying to get it bought. That's me. I am not the personality. I'm not trying to be that. Okay. When people ask me to come on board with them and help them promote something or push something and want me to be part of it, that tells me that everything I've done the last 8 months had purpose. It had value. Okay. What I'm doing, somebody came to me and went, yo, we want you to do this and we're going to hook you up if this takes off. Somebody came to me and went, what you're doing has value. The first time somebody came to me and said, what you're doing has value. So yeah, I'm jumping all over trying to show my value as a promoter, as that guy that they want me to be. Okay? Because somebody actually came up and said, hey, what you're doing has value. Now, a lot of people said thank you and appreciate what you're doing for the community and blah, 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 blah. Nobody ever come up to me and said, hey, man, get involved with this, and if it takes off, I'm going to cut you a fat check. Ain't nobody ever said that to me in my whole freaking life. So if I'm jumping on with this and I want you all to jump on with this, yeah, down the road, if it's fucking successful, I might get something out of it. I've been working all year for nothing for you guys. I deserve a little something. If this takes off, great. I'm going to be happy that I was part of it. You know, and then maybe I'll be able to fund some of my own ideas and projects. You know, maybe I'll be able to enter the community as more than just a promoter. I'd love that. I'm a comic fan, been a comic fan all my life. To be part of what's going on in the comic industry now as a promoter is freaking awesome for me. I wish people would quit trying to shit on it. I'm having fun. For the first time in my life, I'm doing something I like to do. Don't shit on me. I will do it for you. Man. Mojo Rising. Go buy it. Go buy it twice. Buy one for your friend. Christmas is coming. Serious. Buy one for your friend. If you like me, hey, it's a book I'm going to be in. You know, if you like me and you know, you want to be part of the first appearance of Pops as an actual, you know, character that's going to be recurring and part of a story, if you like me, you should probably get on board with that book. If you don't like me, I irritate the hell out of Raj. And Raj probably, since he has creative control, I'm pretty sure Pops gets his ass whooped in every book at least once. So if you don't like me, you get to read about somebody whooping on me. Woo! That should make you happy. Raj Mahan, Manny Soto, co-writers, Raj's creation, Manny's the interior artist, Edwin Artex Badillo, the colors from hell, they pop, they blow all over you. That shit jumps off the page at you. Edwin Artex Badillo, great colors. Love it. Keith Braun. Keith Braun, our letters. Okay? Now, as this campaign winds down right now, I can tell you that it's done. The book's done. There will be no delay while we're paying artists to do the work. This book's done. Book 2's halfway done. There's no reason not to get on board with this because the story's going to go on. It's going to keep getting better. The team, we're bringing in people, we're bringing in people to make a better product for you, the fans. And I don't know how much I can emphasize the fact that this whole thing, the group, the cons, the Monday show, the indie crowdfund, everything going on right now with Pops is for you guys. It's all for you guys. Someday down the road, I might get a fat check. But ain't no fat checks come my way yet. I've been doing this for 9 months now. Right? Promoting everybody for 9 months now. And not one fat check came my way. So the fact that somebody actually offered me to do my work, to do what I do, and that if we make this happen down the road, that's going to be beneficial to me. Wow. I've been doing this for 9 months. Nobody ever said that to me. See, somebody finally said it to me. I'm a little bit jacked about making this indie crowdfund take off. And, I'll answer all your questions. I'll answer every single question. If I don't have an answer, I will hook you up with the web developers, with the site creator. I'll hook you up with whoever you need to answer that question. If you have a suggestion or you think there's something missing or something not working right with the website, we want your input. Go look at it, please. Go look at it. Set up a bare bones campaign just for retailers. What can it hurt? What can it hurt for you to maybe get your books on shelves? This is a pretty big deal for all of you if you take that step. Take that step. Now look, these guys are in contact with retailers. All they do all day is call retailers and pitch this thing. Okay? They've talked to probably 200 retailers by now, and all I've heard of is 3 people that said, no, fuck no, not doing that. 3. Okay, so there's 28 retailers already registered. Pretty good ratio if we keep going like this. And the whole thing is the retailers can now go look without registering and see how many books are up there. They don't even have to register now. They know about it, and they can go look. And when they start seeing books up there, not just 2 or 3, when they see 30 or 40 books up there, they're going to start registering. And more people are going to put their books there. And more retailers are going to register. It's a snowball effect, people, and we need to get something up there for the retailers to look at. There's 28 of them there. If 5 of those 28 bought 20 of your books, that's 100 freaking books you just sold. No tchotchkes, no shipping to 50 people. You see what I'm saying? If 5 of those 28 retailers go, oh, that book's cool, I want 20 of those. You just sold 100 fucking books. How can this not be beneficial to you? Put up a campaign on Indie Crowdfund. Talk to Mike and Mindy. They'll help you set your campaign up. Help us work the bugs out of this. Help us make this the comic crowdfunding platform that everybody uses. Better, cheaper, no gatekeeper, bringing the retailers to you. Back Mojo. I'm going to take a break, y'all. I'll probably be back in a couple hours, talk some more, because It's the last day of Mojo, and I need y'all to go look at that and pick it up. It's the last day. You might be hearing about, oh, you'll be able to pick it up over here later, pick it up over here later. Not with this particular set of goals, rewards, okay? Only the people that physically back this book are going to get a chance to win some of the stuff from the backer rewards. Only the physical backers are going to get them sketch cards randomly slid into the packages. Only the physical backers are going to score some of these perks, like the first ever signed book by me. Somebody's going to get that. A physical backer of Mojo. You know, it's like some of the perks that are going on in this particular campaign will not be available in the indie crowdfund or the Indiegogo campaigns. Some of the stuff out there right now is one time. You better go take a look, you know, just in case. And if nothing else, man, you guys, I'm serious. Throw me $1. Throw me $1. Throw me $3 for the PDF. You know, help us up the backer count. Help us get people to read this book, even if it's the PDF. Help us get people to read this book. That's what it's about. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm asking all of you to do. And I'm asking you to do it for everybody, not just Mojo, not just books that are on our site. Do it for everybody. Encourage people to bring them to our site, though. Encourage people. Go look at it yourself. I want people to look at it and give me input. Tell me what they think of it, what we can do better, what we could add. We want your input, everybody. We want your input on indiecrowdfund.com. We want your input on Mojo Rising. We want to know what you think of what you see. What can we do better? I am that guy. I'm the guy you can come to with your suggestions. I'm the guy you can come to with your questions about these things. I will do my best to answer them, and if I can't, I will put you in touch with somebody who can. I'm out here all day to serve you guys. Just don't make me feel like I'm wasting my time. You know what I mean? Don't make me feel like I'm wasting my time, man. I'm doing this for you guys. And you know, yeah, somewhere down the road, it might benefit me. Right now, my son still supports me. I watch his kids. I do grandpa daycare stuff. Okay? I'm not Mr. Moneybags. All this up here, you know, yeah, it's all stuff that I might have earned, but it wasn't stuff I paid for. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have nothing. I'm nobody. All I got is my time to dedicate to you guys. And I've been doing it for quite a while now. And I appreciate the love. And I don't appreciate the guilt by association that crawls through our industry and hurts. Like, look at Florida Man, okay? Let's look at Florida Man. Florida Man. Great book. Great guys. Okay? Chris Braley. Great guy. One of the few people that came out on the feed last night and said, happy birthday to me. Great guy. Okay? Chris Braley. They tried to cancel Mike Barron's book, Florida Man, because Chris Braley was his campaign manager and, oh my God, his politics. Shut the hell up. All of you about that stuff, man. That's guilt by association. That's hurting our industry, our people. Mike Barron didn't need that crap. He didn't need nobody going out there and saying, oh, cancel Mike Barron because he talks to this guy. Trust me, I could go into every one of these persons' backgrounds and find somebody they used to hang out with that ain't nobody nice. Every one of them. This cancel culture bullshit needs to end. And it needs to end now. And I am personally flagging myself, tagging myself as ACC, anti-cancel culture. And I guess that's where the people in the middle live, because I like people over there, and I like people over there, and I like projects over there, and I like projects over there, and I have to stand here in the middle to be allowed to be a fan. of projects over there and projects over there and fans over there and fans over there. And y'all need to just cut that shit out so those of us who are just fans can just be fans. And those of us who are promoters can just be promoters. And those of us who are campaign managers can just be campaign managers. And y'all can quit trying to cancel people because of who they work with. Just quit. Stupid. You're going to end up with 10 people in your little group that you can work with in the end. Maybe. And even that, I guarantee I can go into that 10-person group and hack 10 of them out, putting them up with somebody that they shouldn't have been hanging out with because it wasn't right. It wasn't politically correct. It wasn't. Cut that shit out. All of it. All of it. And quit trying to bring racial issues into it. It's all so damn stupid. Yeah, exactly. You're not even allowed to be neutral anymore. You're either with us or against us. Yeah. Well, guess what? I ain't on nobody's side because ain't nobody on my side. Only the Sith deals in absolutes. Oh, man, there you go. There you go, right there. Only the Sith deals in absolutes. Look, man, we are a community of a very wide and diverse community of people that create comics. People create comics for all reasons, for comedy, parody, to tell a real intense story, to be light and have fun. And, it's like comics have so many different reasons for being created. And the main number one reason is fans. Quit pissing off the fan base. Quit having your little pissing matches between each other. Just stop. All of you. Yeah, I'm talking about all of you. Just stop shitting on the other guy. Just talk about you. Talk about you, what you're doing. And quit shitting on the other guy. Let the other guy do what he's doing. I'll promote all of you if you act right. And that's the bottom freaking line right there. Act right. You start taking shots at people, you start acting a fool, that's when we have a problem. And then you go through all the acting the fool and being a dick, and you hire people that I love to work on your projects. I still promote your projects because you got people I love working on your project. I like what they do, their art, their style of writing, their storytelling, whatever. If you hired them, well, I'm still a fan of your freaking book, even though you're a dick. You see what I'm saying? I'm still promoting your book, even though you're a dick, until you come at me that way. I love you guys. I love this community. I want to see everybody succeed. You read it right in the description of Comic Related Madness. I want you all to succeed. Don't shit on me. Don't shit on me. I'm the guy trying to get people to buy your books. Yeah, we live in different places, and everywhere in the U.S. right now is dealing with things differently. We got different governors with different rules about how we're dealing with pandemics and shutdowns and this and that and other thing. And what I'm going through ain't the same as what somebody in Florida's going through, and ain't the same as what somebody in LA is going through. It ain't the same as what somebody in New Jersey's going through. We all are going through a different thing, and we shouldn't be arguing with each other about it, but just accepting the fact that somebody else's life experience may not be the same as yours, and you shouldn't have your head so far up your ass that you think you are the only one affected by it, and it's only affecting everybody else the exact same way. Wrong. It's affecting everybody differently. All of us are internally wired differently. How we deal with shit, we do differently. We're all going through a different thing right now. It's the same, under the same banner. It's like you got Marvel Comics, but you got 15, 30, 40 titles, whatever, and all them people going through different shit. Same thing. Pandemic is the banner, and you got of millions of people going through different shit. Quit shitting on somebody else because what they're going through ain't the same as what you're going through. Quit trying to base it on in their politics or whatever. It's based in your local area. Most everything that affects you locally is your own local governments. It's not the feds. It's not outside of that. Most of the stuff you have to deal with is within your own local community, your local police force, your local city council, your local mayor, your governors. Okay, they're the ones that control your local happening. It's okay. None of them agree with each other on how we're supposed to deal with this, so they're all doing it differently, and they got us all fucked up because they're all doing it differently. Okay, so because they're doing it differently, we're all living with a different local happening. My area is just not that bad. It should be, but it's not. And we don't know why, because I got one of the worst governors dealing with it, but out here in the rural area, it's like everybody's taking care of each other. Everybody's taking care of themselves. Nobody's pointing fingers at the other guy saying, oh, you're not handling this right. Everybody is taking care of themselves. Look, you are responsible for you. There are acceptable risks in life. We take them every day. You get in a car somebody else is driving. You have zero control over the car you're in or the car that just hit you. That was an acceptable risk. You got in the car, knowing that cars get in accidents, knowing that you could be hurt, but you do it every day. It's an acceptable risk. Going to the damn grocery store is an acceptable risk. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, work within your own means. If you're immunocompromised, if you're older and you're afraid that things won't work out for you right, then you use the delivery. You have them deliver your groceries. You don't go to the damn store. Don't put yourself out there in danger because everybody else doesn't know you or your situation. They're dealing with their own deal. Okay? Now, there's people out there that wear masks. There are people out there that don't wear masks. Okay. I go out, I forget to bring them because I'm not out there that much. And it just I don't see it affecting us that much. I don't think the masks make that much of a difference. This thing was running loose in the US for months before anybody even said mask. We all were exposed to it. If it's that contagious that we need masks, we were all exposed to it the first 4 months. Don't worry about it. That's the way I've looked at it from the beginning. It was already here. It was here and spread. Look how many positive cases there are. That's not because of these stupid rallies or because of some pool parties. It's because it was already here 4 months before anybody did anything. We had it. My son, positive. Daughter-in-law, positive. They went through their 14-day quarantine, went back to work. Nobody knows if they're spreading it to other people or not. Still, because nobody knows how long the contagion actually, nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows nothing. They've been telling us stuff that changes every day. And, wow. Just protect yourself. It's an acceptable risk to go to the store. It's an acceptable risk to go play golf. It's an acceptable risk to go out and live your life now, okay? Or not. Or you can hide in your house. It's totally up to you how you deal with it. But you can't shit on other people for how they're dealing with it because this has gone on so long. Nobody has any real answers, okay? I'm looking at all the grocery stores, all the people that are in close contact with all kinds of people all day long. And I'm wondering why aren't Walmart employees dropping dead and grocery store employees dropping dead? If this thing is so bad and so contagious, why are the people that deal with multitudes of people every day still getting up and going to work tomorrow? Still getting up and going to work the next day? This thing was already here. All this testing just proves how widespread it was before anybody put a mask on. Nobody knows if masks really do anything. Nobody really knows anything. They've fed us crap from the beginning, and people got so wound up in it Okay, this is my main take on it. Okay, nursing homes, putting COVID patients in nursing homes with the most vulnerable people in our population, and somebody actually defending that. Anybody defending that. They did that shit. They put the virus with the most vulnerable people in the nation, in those states, those five, I think it was 5 states. The most vulnerable people in them 5 states were all exposed to this because of leaders, because of our leaders. That should have never happened. Common sense says you don't put a disease you know, or a virus you know nothing about, into nursing homes with people with immunocompromised. They're old. They're on their. No, okay, that was a bad move. Anybody that agrees with that move still today is kind of dumb. I'm sorry to say that, but that was a bad move. They exposed people that were already compromised to something they knew nothing about, and they thought it was a good idea. Look, grade school biology tells you that was not a good idea. And it's sad. And all the people that lost somebody in a nursing home and didn't even get to go give them a goodbye because of these mandates, because of the shutdown. Let's be serious. Okay? How many people do I know anybody that did not get to give their loved one a proper burial because of the mandates? Because I'd be mad as hell, personally. If I lost a loved one in a nursing home to COVID and couldn't even go visit them and say goodbye to them and couldn't go bury them and put them down in peace, I'd be mad as hell. I'm wondering where all those people are. I really am, because I know 5 governors that should never govern anything again. But, that's my opinion. Okay? It's my opinion. It has nothing to do with the creators I want to promote, the people I like. It has nothing to do with any of it. And your opinion as a creator has nothing to do with whether or not I'll promote your books. You see what I'm saying? All of this has been brought to a head now. We're in that place where we have to start just deciding whether or not we're going to do what we do, which is make comics and do it right and do it with good people and promote it right and promote it to the people and help you all put food on your table. If that's not what your main goal is in comic related madness, you're probably in the wrong place. I'm just saying. If it's not about trying to help everybody feed their families right now, then you're in the wrong place. Okay? This is what I've been trying to build the whole time, is something where everybody benefits from it. And I keep bringing in more to help more and do more to help more. And I want people to succeed. I want those of you who have succeeded to help others succeed. I want y'all to be happy. I want you all to be financially secure in a place where you're comfortable. I want you all to be open to helping everybody do better. Do better. Okay? Send us your suggestions. Tell us what you want to see in Indie Crowd Talk. Look at the site. Tell us if you see something that ain't right, that needs fixed, that you think could be better. Send us the input, man. We're building this for you guys. For you guys. Mike and Mindy aren't on the phone all day trying to get retailers to come register to this site. For fun. It's not like, look, no, we're not benefiting. They built the website. They took money out of their pocket and built the website. It wasn't cheap. And they're dedicating hours, hours, and hours of their day to try to give you guys a platform that's just for you. I see that kind of dedication to you, and I can't do nothing but promote that kind of dedication to you. And that's what I did. As soon as he talked about it, I was like, oh, hell, I got to go tell everybody about this. This is going to be good. I'm telling everybody about it. Long before they said, yo, man, do you want to be part of this? You know, I was out there talking like I was part of it. I was like, we're doing this and we're doing that, because that's the way they made me feel. Like it was a community thing that everybody's doing for everybody. You see what I'm saying? They made me feel that way. Like right away, I wanted to go out and talk about this and try to get people involved in this because I think it's a great idea. Right away. No enticements, no, hey man, if you help us out. That came after. That came way after. I'd been talking about it for a while, you know, and I believe in it. I believe in you guys. I believe in the retailers that are signing up. I believe it's the next phase of crowdfunding. I really do. I'm the new guy. I don't know shit. Peace. Y'all have a good day. I'll be back in a little while.